Hey there, boat dragons. Welcome back to my channel. Glad you could be here. Today I've got a book haul video for you. Let's get to it. So I'm sticking with my plan of doing monthly book hauls. I end up buying so many books on Kindle because I find all these deals. And so, monthly book hauls seem to make the most sense. And this was a really cool book haul because there was one day where Agatha Christie books were the Kindle daily deal. And so almost all of her books were on sale for $3.99 or less. So I'll get to those. I'll talk about those here in a couple of minutes. But let's talk about a couple of other ones first, real briefly, okay? So first of all, for this book haul, I got some Terry Pratchett books in the Discworld universe. One of them is The Turtle Recall. Not quite sure what that's about, but sounds interesting. And Raising Steam. So those were the two Discworld books that I got. I also got a contemporary comedy called Fool by Christopher Moore. It's absurdist fiction from what I understand. I don't know a whole lot about it, but one of my friends on Facebook really raved about it one time, and from what she told me about it, it sounded right up my alley, so I decided to pick it up. And I also got the audiobook version of The Night Circus. Now, I own the physical copy, I own the ebook, and so now I've finally got the audiobook. The Night Circus is my second favorite book of all time, and so of course I have to have everything. I have to have all the versions. So I went ahead and picked that up as well. So other than that, I got a bunch of Agatha Christie novels. And all of these that I purchased were $1.99. So 14 books, $28 later, I loaded up on Agatha Christie. So I'll tell you the ones I got. And the first one is The Body in the Library. Another one is The Halloween Party, Mystery of the Blue Train, The ABC Murders, Peril at End House, Murder in Mesopotamia, The Moving Finger, At Bertram's Hotel, and A Caribbean Mystery, and Nemesis. Now, those are all kind of standalones. Some of them are Hercule Poirot, some of them are Jane Marple. I'm a big fan of both Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple. Just phenomenal characters in my mind. The next four books that I'm going to talk about are actually one of my favorite characters that Agatha Christie writes. And that would be Tommy and Tuppence Beresford, otherwise known as the Partners in Crime. They were some of my favorite characters when I was growing up. I would go and borrow Agatha Christie books from my grandmother's bookshelves, and Tommy and Tuppence were some of my favorites to read. And I've watched some adaptations of Tommy and Tuppence. One of my favorite TV movies was called Partners in Crime when I was growing up, and it was a TV miniseries based on the Tommy and Tuppence novels, and I watched that who knows how many times. We had recorded it on tape, and I probably watched it over and over and over until the tape got worn out and destroyed. Probably it was that good. I love these characters, and so I got 4 out of the 5 books in the Tommy and Tuppence series. And those would be Partners in Crime, N or M, The Secret Adversary, and by the pricking of my thumbs. And there is one more that I haven't gotten in the series, only because it was not on sale for some reason. I don't know why, but it was not on sale. So I decided not to pick it up at this time. I'll eventually get it. But it's not the first book in this series. I think it's like the fourth book in chronological order for those books. So I'll eventually get it, but I don't need it anytime soon. But you know me, I love Agatha Christie. So when I saw this deal, I couldn't not take advantage of it, because I'm working hard to collect all of Agatha Christie's novels on Kindle, so that I have easy access to them. There's so many, I don't really want to buy them all in physical copy, so I'm buying them on digital, and I'm just so excited to have access to these books. So that's a pretty short book haul for the month of December, but it was a lot of fun. I'm really happy with all of the books that I purchased on Kindle. So no physical books this time around. Who knows? Maybe there will be next month, with the holidays and everything. Who knows what I might end up with. So let me know in the comments what you think. Did you also take advantage of the Agatha Christie sale? I'd love to know. Let me know if you did. Hey, do you have any of these books? Have you read them? What are some of your favorites? Maybe you haven't read any of these books. I'd be rather surprised if someone here hadn't read any of these books, but maybe. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video, guys. Make sure you are reading more books. We'll talk soon.